Hello, welcome back everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we want to talk about the consolidated tier list as of February 11th. And so we have both Cocoa and Soda released already, which is great. This tier list will not cover Liberation as people are still working on them, and I think a lot of things are still being discovered. But the very early conclusion is that besides Sam, both Quincy and Guilty are all pretty good. All right. With that being said, let's take a look at our tier list, and let's see here. This is burst 3. That's not right. Let's start burst 1. There we go. All right. Oh well, this picture's a little bit too big. Here we go. Alright, so this is our tier 1 list. As you can see, everything is still about the same. Pepper is slowly moving up, as surprisingly actually, she wasn't really that high among most tier lists initially. But as for newer units, you can see that Soda is currently placed in A tier, same goes to Cocoa. Something to note is that Soda's current tier list, a big portion why she was rated higher was due to the fact that a lot of the testers, not a lot, some testers believe that her heal is actually okay if you give her plus ammo gears, but those are T10 gears, which is extremely difficult to acquire for newbies, and also not super heavy spender like myself. So yeah, that's one issue about Soda is she doesn't necessarily heal more than any of the top healers like on the S tiers, right? So, and that's why she's slotting A tier. Coco, on the other hand, her cover, she basically heals cover, much like Leader does, but she doesn't really, besides healing cover, she reduces the damage and she also provides debuff removal. And the debuff removal is pretty good because it actually counter some of the effect for your Nikkes, like the Private's ammo debuff for one of her skills, and so that actually helps her out as well. The issue with that is that, for example, the plus has the plus damage on the very last hit. So if you increase the plus's ammo count, it actually doesn't help her, right? So you need to watch out for which Nikkes you pair her up with. But the reason why Coco is a little bit lower than usual is the fact that there is really no boss right now that has a lot of debuff going on. It depends on how the developer wants to run this game. I know some developer like to let's see Coco right here, right? Some developer like to release content later on that well promotes the current sales. So we'll see how they carry out the how they shape up the future bosses, whether they are gonna make it more difficult unless they have debuff. We'll see, and that's probably like a patch or two, so that they'll promote the next Coco sales, right? All right. With that being said, oh, Coco is still like 3 days away, I think. Sorry, if you take a look at the recruitment, I'm using the emulator, so it doesn't really run too well for some reason, and doesn't load out any of the stuff correctly. Soda is 10 days left, and as of today, right now, Coco is 3 days left. 3 days, 10 hours left. All right. Okay. Next, we want to talk about B2. B2, nothing really changed, really. And the main thing we want to talk about is Viper actually got moved up a bit due to the Nikke GG's rating increased by quite a bit, actually. They realized that she is a little more useful than expected. that's pretty much it for B2. There's really no new units and no new game-changing stuff. Rupee got dropped to S tier mainly because, like I said, the Chinese one said last time, Rupee's significance start to decrease a little bit as everyone else's DPS is catching up to 2 gear-wise. All right. B3. B3, we have a some very slight shift. Just FYI, I had to make some adjustments on B3. Nothing really changed this time. Modernia finally got moved up because the Privateer, not Privateer, I'm sorry. Modernia got moved up. Her run actually dropped to S tier only because she is a little bit less useful than before. And we have Alice, what's her name? Alice, the Plus, and Sue Sugar. I had to move them up a tier because, let's see, Alice was a little bit underrated by the coming games. Sugar is a little bit underrated by Nikke GG, and same goes to the Plus. Sugar, like I said before, if you're ranking Drake fairly high, there's no reason to rank Sugar much lower. They're pretty much on par with each other, especially when Sugar performs better on single as a unit by herself, and they usually use both of them at the same time. And the Plus is, I just don't know why the Plus is really lower, that much lower on that side. Okay, and like I said, Alex was really a little bit too low on the Kami game. But other than that, that is it as of February 11th. I'll keep you guys regularly updated on the tier list, and the Liberation tier should be finalized by next time the tier list comes out. So till then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.